Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave. Today we're talking about Epiphones inspired by Gibson custom range because it's 2024 and these things are getting spicy. I'm pricey. Hey there, my guitar loving friend. It is 3-Chord Dave coming right at you. In the month of February, we are talking about guitars, and there's only one question on everybody's mind. Is Taylor Swift gonna win the Super Bowl? I don't know anything about those things, so maybe, and also who cares? We got guitars to talk about, so we're gonna do that. Make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit like, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. That's where they go, down below. There's also lots of ways to support the channel. You can now become a member of this channel right here on YouTube, and if you do that, I promise you, you're the coolest. So there you go. Check it out, links and all that sort of buttons, do the things, because we're on YouTube. We do a live stream 10 p.m. every Saturday. Please join us. We talk about guitars, we talk about music, we have the crack. It is good fun. Bring a beverage of any kind. I'll be drinking some sort of beers. But anyways, let's get into the Epiphone inspired by Gibson custom range that's coming out in 2024. Now, there's two elements here. We got to talk about the Adam Jones Les Paul custom that has no artwork on it. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. And I've got 5 guitars to tell you about before we do that. Now, I do have to say, these pictures I'm about to show you have come from an Instagram person called 6 String Slinger. You'll see I've left their tags on the pictures that I was sent. They didn't send me the pictures directly, but I'm going to use them anyway and give them credit. 6 String Slinger, that's who you want to look for. That's who had these pictures up first. Now, I'm just going to throw it back a couple of years. I started talking about Epiphone pricing, how the plan was going to be to have like a high-end Epiphone range. And like 5 people believed me back in the day. And if you've been watching the channel regularly for the last couple of years, you'll know that I got to be in my bonnet about people not believing me about this. And here we are. Even a couple of weeks ago, there was somebody came into the live stream on a Saturday and was like, this guy talks BS. But I've been talking about Epiphone having like a premium tier and a high priced Epiphone range for like 2 years now. And this is it, it's coming. This is it, it's coming out in March. And we got 5 guitars we can talk about. They're all pretty cool looking, and I gotta say, like, I'm excited by the guitars themselves. Pricing wise, I think, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about these guitars, but when they come out and we see the whole thing, and we see their videos, the release videos and stuff, we might have different opinions about Epiphone pricing. These are probably the closest guitars Epiphone's ever going to make to Gibson guitars, and I think that's something we need to take on board when we do talk about pricing, which we will do. They start at $1,300. I'll give you more information when I have it, but here's what we've got, right? Some very cool guitars, so buckle up, because the gas is going to be real on this one, I think. 1959 ES355, the Mac Daddy of the ES collection. It's in cherry. This is a beautiful, beautiful guitar. You can't say anything other than this is a great guitar. The 355 is the top of the range ES guitar. I don't care who you are, what you think, the ES 355, that's top of the line. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, so an ES 345 is the one that Marty plays in that movie. That to me would be cool, but a 55 I like a lot as well. It's got to be a cherry for one of those guitars, and it is. So good. Kudos to them. Now that's going to come with burst booker pickups and a Gibson style hardshell case. And it of course has an open book headstock like all of these guitars will have, except for the Firebirds, which we'll talk about as well. The second guitar to bring to your attention is a 1963 SG Custom. That's in classic white. You guys know how I feel about classic white, or any white for that matter, when a guitar could be like a lovely color instead. This one comes with an ebony board and 3 Gibson burst booker pickups, and obviously it's out hardshell case. They all come with hardshell cases, but I'm just going to keep saying that they come with them anyway, because you might forget or something, I don't know. The next guitar on the list is a 1950s Les Paul custom with an ebony fretboard by the looks of it, and of course the Gibson humbucking pickups, and like I think their burst bookers in there as well, and the same case, and the headstock is a open book Gibson style headstock like all of them have. And then the one that doesn't have an open book headstock, but does have the authentic Firebird headstock, it's the Gibson Firebird. Because Epiphone haven't really done an Epiphone Firebird with an authentic real Firebird headstock. I think there may have been, there was one not long ago, but they're very, very rare. So this one is a pink one. They've got a pink one now as well, because they're digging into that. They're like, girls will buy pink guitars. I mean, girls actually buy all kinds of color guitars, but sometimes they appeal to pink ones. I think dudes buy pink guitars as well. There's nothing wrong with dudes rocking pink guitars. Fair play to them. I quite like pink as a color of guitar myself, especially if it's got some purple assigned to it. That probably says more about me than it should. Anyways, so the Firebirds are coming. We know now that there's more than one color in these. So there was the Inverness green we showed in last week's video. We've got the pink now as well. And then we've got the light blue that the Firebird 5 is in there, as you can see. So those are cool. Again, Gibson pickups, Gibson style hard shell case, but obviously it'll say Epiphone on it instead. And the next one, the final one, the most interesting one of the lot that we can see from these pictures, a 1959 Les Paul Standard in Cherry Sunburst. Now there's other names being thrown around in certain online groups and stuff with these pictures, saying it's T-Burst and sunrise and all this sort of nonsense. That's a Cherry Sunburst, my friends. So yeah, Cherry Sunburst, Les Paul Standard. Now you're probably scratching your head and thinking, Dave, don't Epiphone already have a 1959 Les Paul Standard outfit offering? And yes, they do, which makes it a bit weird that they're bringing out a new one. Because that one has Gibson pickups, this one has Gibson pickups. That one comes in a nice 1959 inspired hardshell case. This one comes in a nice 1959 inspired hardshell case. So is the difference the headstock? I don't know yet. But what I will say is, I think this is very interesting. Now I'm hoping, and I haven't confirmed this yet, but I'm hoping that all 5 of these will come in not just these one color choices or finish choices. I'm hoping there's going to be different ones as well. And it's pretty much what I kind of envisaged when I was first talking about these higher end premium Epiphones. These are going to be as close to Gibson as they're ever going to make. They've even got the right headstock for those Gibson fanboys. I'm kind of one of those Gibson fanboys. So there's those, and price wise, obviously everyone's going to want to know about the pricing. They start at $1,300. Now that's going to be $1,299 when they hit the stores, but I believe that's for the Firebirds, Firebird 1 and the SGs. And then we're going to see higher prices from there. The Les Paul Standard, I think that's going to be $13.99, with the custom and the 355 being then $14.99. I've no confirmation on those prices, but I know they're not all going to be $12.99. We're heading towards $2,000 for Epiphones. Like it or lump it, that is how it's going to be eventually, just not quite yet. But these premium Epiphones, now I will say 2 things, right? I think they're giving excellent choice and excellent guitars. Those are brilliant guitars to put out in a premium level, as long as they're really, really good. And that's the second thing. These have to be the best guitars Epiphone have ever made. No ifs and or buts. These have to be the best Epiphones ever made. Because otherwise, this whole business plan, this whole idea that they've been working on to bring out these premium Epiphones for like at least 2 years now is going to fail. So I expect these to sell pretty well at the beginning, and the only way they'll keep selling well is if people are reporting that they're brilliant. So let's hope that they are brilliant. We'll find out soon enough, because March is the proposed street date for these. And Adam Jones is coming very soon. In fact, in less than 2 weeks, we are going to see the Adam Jones inspired by Gibson Custom Les Paul Custom in Silverburst again. There's no art on the front or the back, so those of you who've been wanting a non-art edition for 1.5 years now and have been messaging me all the way through since I was leaking these Adam Jones guitars, you're finally getting what you want. However, you're going to have to be quick, I think, because they're probably going to sell out, because loads of people want them. $14.99 you're going to pay for this on February 13th? I think it is. Anyway, it's not Tuesday after this video goes out, it's the following Tuesday. That's when you'll get one. The only difference in the specs of the other Epiphone Art Collection guitars is. In the pickups, you will get a Gibson custom booker in the neck position and a Seymour Duncan DJ in the bridge, and same custom protector case and all that sort of crack. So that's pretty cool. If you're looking for that, get on it. I know a few people have said that they got their Adam Jones Epiphone because I had mentioned it, that when it was the date it was coming. So hopefully you'll get to pick one up in the next couple of weeks if you're into that. But what I'm excited about most is the 1959 Les Paul Standard that they are bringing out. The 355 looks amazing as well. But those guitars, if they're really, really good, they're going to be something else. I hope there's different color choices, particularly in the Les Paul. But yeah, I'm excited by these guitars. I think they're going to pull it out of the bag. They may be expensive for Epiphones, but they might be good enough for those prices. We'll see how the Epiphone 1959 Les Paul Standard will compare to the already existing Les Paul Standard. I love the Kalamazoo headstock that's already on those ones. I think that's a great headstock, and aesthetically headstocks do matter, I think. They don't make the guitar sound any different. There's no quality difference in the guitar because of a headstock. Absolutely not. Just aesthetically, you like some things, and I did not like the clipped wing headstock on Epiphones. I do like the Kalamazoo, but I also really like the Gibson open book headstock. Between Kalamazoo headstock and the open book headstock, it wouldn't make me say yes or no to purchasing a guitar. It wouldn't make me more likely to purchase one. But if these guitars are great, I will probably pick up one of these Les Pauls. I don't know. I'll definitely check one out at some point over the next year. Let me know what you guys think of these guitars from Epiphone Inspired by Gibson Custom. Are you going to pick any of them up? Are you waiting to see how they sound, or what's going on with you? Are you an Adam Jones fan going to pick up one of those also inspired by Gibson Custom guitars? Or do you just think Epiphones shouldn't cost more than $1,000? Like, I really have a thing about that, but these guitars might change my mind. Who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the super duper button. I haven't found it yet, but someone told me it's there. Anyway, my name is Streetcore Dave. I'll be back in another guitar related video very soon, but until then, take care.